think about all.
Hello everybody, my name is Marie. Some of you might know me, some of you might not. But I've been thinking about this for a while and I really want to do it and I really have my mind set on it. So here it goes. Okay, I have been on this search for happiness for as long as I can remember, and it's almost an obsession of mine that I always want to be happy and what can I do to make me happy and is this making me happy and blah blah blah. And I'm sure there's many of you out there that feel the same way, that are trying to find their happiness. Okay, so this is actually about health. but health and happiness go very much hand in hand together. In fact, fitness isn't the equivalence of health. You can be physically fit, you can look amazing, but health encompasses your physical, your mental, and your spiritual well-being. So just because you're free of illness doesn't necessarily mean you're happy. Just because you are happy doesn't necessarily mean you're free of illness. So I really want to tie the two together. So I got inspired by a speaker that I went to see by the name of Patricia Sulak. She's a medical doctor. She has this book out called Should I Fire My Doctor? And it's really, really amazing, and she was really inspirational. But after that talk, I went on the internet and I went to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, and I went to look up the leading causes of death. And the most recent is from the year 2014. Okay, leading causes of death. Number 1, heart disease and stroke. Number 2, malignant neoplasms, which is cancer. Number 3, chronic lower respiratory infections, like lung disease. That is tied with unintentional injuries, such as motor vehicle accidents, poisoning, things like that. Number 4 is Alzheimer's. And number 5 is diabetes. Okay, I'm going to try and make this short and sweet, but I wanted to go through all of these leading causes of death. So starting with the first one, heart disease and stroke. So the risk factors for heart disease and stroke are high blood pressure, high cholesterol, in particular high LDL or bad cholesterol, and blood sugars. Those are in no particular order. There may be more, but those are the ones I think of. And they're all manageable and controllable, whether by lifestyle interventions or by medications. So if we do have high blood pressure, which I tell all of my patients, I'm like, every time you go to HEB, check your blood pressure. Like, they have a little thing that interacts with you and like tells you to calm down while you're taking your blood pressure. So it's important to be aware. So let's start taking our blood pressure. Let's start going to visit our primary care physician annually, getting labs drawn annually so that we know what's my cholesterol, what's my blood pressure, what's my blood sugar and A1C, okay, because those are going to be really, really important in our health. Number 2, malignant neoplasms, that is cancer. So the number 1 type of cancer causing death is actually lung cancer. So, and according to this article by the New England Journal of Medicine, in 2000, the number 1 behavioral cause of death is smoking. So smoking, there's been numerous studies showing smoking causing cancer. So we really, really want to decrease the amount we smoke or try and quit smoking to help prevent any type of lung disease or lung cancer that we may increase our risk for if we do smoke. So definitely trying to quit smoking. Number 3, lower respiratory infections like lung disease. I'm not very well versed on that, so I'm not going to really go over that. But tied for number 3 is unintentional injuries. These are accidents. This is motor vehicle accidents. These are any type of accidents, poisoning. This is 100% preventable. We need to be more aware of our surroundings. We need to know where we're at. We need to be aware when we're driving. We need to get our sleep so that we're not, driving really tired. We need to do these things. This is important for our health. Okay? Number 4, Alzheimer's. Number 5, diabetes. I can literally go on for like 24 hours talking about diabetes, and I want to make some webcasts on diabetes in the future. But definitely, if we can get type 1 diabetics under control with great numbers, we can get type 2 diabetes under control with great numbers as well. That's my philosophy, and that's what I really, really advocate to all my patients, is that we can get it under control. We have all the tools we need, but we just need to do it. Okay, so those were the 5 leading causes of death, and they're all very much preventable or manageable. And that's really my whole purpose, is that I really want to get into the prevention aspect of our health, so that that's one less thing we can worry about, and we can just spend more time doing things that we like to do, as opposed to, going to a doctor's appointment, worrying about our health, things like that. And so the last thing I kind of wanted to shed light on is the incidence of suicide in the U.S. Suicide outnumbers homicide 2-1, and there's more deaths caused by suicide than there are caused by motor vehicle accidents. So this is a real problem. So anything that we do, we need to understand that it affects other people. And I may sound like really dumb right now, but really think about it. Really think about your actions and how they come out to other people. And what I'm really talking about is bullying. So the most common cause of death in adolescents aged 10 to 24 are accidents, murders, and suicide. And those are our kids. Granted, I don't have kids, but those are kids. They have no fault in the world. Okay, so we really want to take this seriously and really take our actions into consideration. And happiness is a journey. It's not something that we, get from one day to the next. It's not like a light switch that we can switch on and off. It's something that we work towards. But if we can all work towards this goal together and support each other, and I'm really big on, woman empowerment, we can really, really combat this, because I seriously pray every night that the whole world can just be happy and we can just stop fighting and all these wars can end. So if we can really, try and make a difference in at least one person's life, and then that person can help one more person and pay it forward like that movie, I think that would be a great start. So this will be the very last thing that I say, but my whole purpose for this whole thing is to really open our eyes, make us more aware, and I really wanted to bring, scientific knowledge to this social media world, because I feel like there's so much things that maybe aren't 100% true or maybe a little fabricated, and I just want to, 100% evidence-based. I just want to tell the truth. I just want the truth to get out there. But all these diseases are preventable. All of these things we can improve. We can improve our quality of life. We can be happier. We just need to find what makes us happy. Number one, we need to find the time. If you say you don't have time, it's not because you don't have it, it's because you don't make it. So we want to make time to exercise, make time to spend time with family, make time to do what you love, okay? Because if you're happier, you can produce better results, and we can just live much better.